Mr. Mayor, Council, thank you again for the opportunity on behalf of the Route 66 Village Council and those present here behind me. We greatly appreciate the time given to us to present this project to you. What you see before you, again, is the exciting times we have in West Tulsa right now with the West Gateway for Route 66 and the restoration of Crystal City Shopping Center, and not least but on this was the Route 66 Village site and train depot project that we're currently presenting. As you can see before you, we have quite a bit of work. It's already begun and has been over the long term train the restorations and other cars to be restored, and with the Oklahoma Centennial grant of $440,000 to construct the oil derrick there you see on the side adjacent to the train, and also looking at the depot itself that we're currently looking at. The vision we have as our village is that the Tulsa Route 66 Historic Village will be both an indoor and outdoor exhibition showcase center seeking to preserve the history and artifacts of transportation modes and systems that serve as a catalyst for development and growth in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and in the nation. Exhibits and archives will be including highways, railways, airways, waterways, oil production, gas pipelines, and communication systems. All will be displayed at unique strategic locations throughout the site, available to historians, students, and teachers, and enthusiastic patrons traveling through across on the other side of the world. On the site that you see in front of you, the majority of the green area is the site that had been $200 had been given by the city of Tulsa for us to develop that site. The lower half of the site is the parking area which the Route 66 Village now owns and is looking at it for future parking. What you see currently on site is the train as it's seen from the photograph, and also developments of the oil derrick and the pump jacks and all the other development that has occurred through grants, donations, just donations of time, donations of funds. The plan that we're presenting is about a 5,000 square foot facility with support bathrooms for both exterior and interior activities throughout the site. We have a support office for the facility with art gallery, exhibition areas to and from each side of the entry, and reception gallery coming into the facility, with 3 meeting rooms and or the ability to adjust to a large banquet room with the simple adjustment of a wall to rotate in whatever orientation necessary for exhibits for art and museum gatherings, as well as expanding it to the far upper edge of the wall alignments to create a larger banquet room. Exterior materials will be that of similar to the appearance of what the original Redfork Depot once looked like, with some embellishments with the corbels. The height and the volume are very similar. We will be utilizing the current details for low maintenance throughout the facility in order not to have an ongoing maintenance and program to keep upgrades. We have a large high volume space of trusses and the beadboard siding throughout to kind of give that character throughout the interior space. This is kind of an arrival as you come into the site, looking at what the depot might look like as profile and silhouette behind the train, as well as a patron walking in and around the site from the platform. Currently you see in the foreground the future train crossing station that we're actually getting to put there across the track as you begin to walk around the facility. This is the front entry of the depot as you look at it either from 244 or as you're coming into the facility. Again, trying to give the flavor and the character about what, in context, about what it would have looked like. Here's what you're looking at is if you're looking downtown, again, more of the south and west profiles of the depot in context with the train and the tower. And again, as you're in your route downtown or to and from, this is how you would be able to pass by and see everything in context on Southwest Boulevard. And last but not least, this was the original Redfork Depot in 1883, 1884. So we're keeping in context with that. At the lower at the lower portion and upper portion in yellow are the 3 or 4 areas of land that we're looking to acquire. And as you see before you, we have the phases of construction that have been identified from phase 1 through 9, identifying all the hard construction cost and infrastructure development cost on the site in a total of $3,844,000. Again, going back to the master plan, all the items identified in the legend that are hard construction and capital improvement projects have been identified in all the construction costs associated, and also more in detail inside the booklet that you have provided. The blue is highlighted as the original donation from the city of Tulsa of $200,000. The area in red is defined as the area owned by the Route 66 Village. And the 3 or 4 sites that we're looking at in yellow are currently being considered for acquisition for a value of $300,000. The overall cost associated with this, including some estimates that we've been received from AMAC signage for both digital signage on Southwest Boulevard and for the highway, has been estimated at about approximately $200,000, given tax and everything associated with that, with contingency. The $300,000 associated for land acquisition, that totals to $500,000, and then adding that to the overall cost of the construction project for all phases is $4,344,000.